Hey guys, it's Meghan Tonjes, and today we're talking about periods. Now, if that is a subject that makes you super uncomfortable, I feel for you, but I definitely think that we are taught to feel uncomfortable about menstruation. But there are a lot of people in the world that have vaginas, and there are a lot of people in the world who menstruate and deal with periods. I'm one of those people, and so therefore this subject is endlessly fascinating. Because honestly, I don't think we talk about it enough. I don't think we share enough of our experiences, and I don't think that we give enough options for how to deal with it. So when it comes to periods, it is pretty standard to feel like you have two options, either tampons or pads. Now, this is also a video where I'm going to share a lot of information about myself. So I started having my period when I was 10, which is very early. I developed very early, and I didn't really have a talk with anyone. No one really sat me down and told me that I had options or what to do. It was kind of just like, here's a pad, take care of it. I actually remember the exact moment that I realized I would not be using tampons, which was when I was about 11 or 12. I got one of these like Playtex little packages that sent you like free tampons and pads. Tampons, they said, didn't have the little insert part. It was just like the cotton, and I remember trying to use that and that being incredibly painful and scary because I didn't really even know how to put it in or get it out, or just terrifying. So I avoided tampons for a long time. The thing that I don't like about tampons is it's not really easy to kind of check the situation as it's happening without disposing of the tampon. And that just leads to a lot of waste. Also, once you start really realizing what's in tampons and how, they're bleached to be that white color and there are pesticides in them, like, it just starts to make you feel real anxious about what you're putting down there. Something that I became aware of a few years ago, which again, no one gave me the option or told me about this, were menstrual cups. And maybe there's some of you who haven't heard about this or don't quite know what they are or are completely terrified because it's just so outside of the realm of what we understand. So here is another option for you, and one that I have partaken in recently. This company in Tamina did a Kickstarter for the Lily Cup Compact. And the thing that caught my eye about this, because obviously I was researching menstrual cups in general, was that it just seemed like what they were using was a much thinner material. And also the best part about this was it is compactable. So it is easy to put in your purse, to travel with. These are all things that I worried about because I'm like, how do I carry this thing around? What do I do with this when I'm done? This eliminates all of that. So I immediately backed the project and I got my Lily Cup Compact, and I've actually had a really positive experience with it. So I wanted to show you what these are. So this is the Lily Cup Compact from Tamina. This is the world's first collapsible menstrual cup. It's made of medical grade silicone. It comes in two sizes. So you have A and you have B. How do you know which one to choose? In general, A is for people who haven't given birth, or if you have given birth, you've had a cesarean. And B is generally for those who have had a vaginal birth or have kind of a weaker pelvic floor. These are generally for a light to medium flow, which I was very nervous about because, again, more information about myself. I've always dealt with like the week-long periods and just usually doubling up on everything. Like, it's just not fun. So if you are someone who has a heavier flow or you're dealing with any kind of condition, then you might want to look up at the Lily Cup, but the Lily Cup Compact has worked really well for me. The thing about this is you can keep these in for about 10 hours. Now, on the heavier days for me, obviously, I was not keeping it in 10 hours. It really hasn't been that big of a deal for me. My personal experience is actually that my periods have gotten lighter. Do I think that that's because of the menstrual cup? Probably not, but I'm sure it doesn't hurt to have less, bleaches and pesticides and things in my body and in my area. So I'm gonna open one of these and show you what it looks like. When you open this, you are going to get a whole manual, okay? This is thick, this is serious business from Tamina. This is going to give you lots of little tips on how to use it and just information on what you're using. The other cool part about this is this also comes with a little compact. So this is going to fit inside this compact. It's just easier to carry around, whether it's in your pocket or it's in a purse or it's in your backpack. Like, this is something that people wouldn't really look at, and I think they would just think it's gum or something. I've never had anyone ask me what this is. This is where the cup is. It looks like a little collapsible cup, essentially. Once you put this in, or at least once you pop it in, okay? Once you pop it in correctly, you just don't feel it. Like, you forget about it, and it's just, listen, like the week leading up to my period, I want salt, I want sex, and I want silence. But it's nice that when you are having all of these things that you don't, like for me, I tend to feel just, I don't know, like icky sometimes when you're walking around with a pad or tampon for a long time. This, I've never felt that way. So this collapses down. See, turns into this. Ready to go. So now you're probably asking, how do I get this inside of me? And that is a valid question, because when I saw this, I was scared. Now, there are a few different ways you can do this. You can kind of pinch down and you can roll this. And then basically you would be inserting this, and then once it gets up, kind of opens up. And once you like tug down and it doesn't really move that much, it's in a good position. That's what I found. If you pull and it's kind of coming out, you have to use your fingers. I know it feels weird, but listen, your body can do incredible things. Use your fingers, kind of push up, and just make sure it's in all the right places, that it's kind of fully opened up, or at least mostly opened up, and that it doesn't fall out easily. If there's leaking, if there's anything like that, it's probably just placed a little wrong, so don't be afraid to fix it. This is something that comes with time. This is something that comes with experience. This is something that there are just days I'm better at this than other days. This is the way that I do this, because this I've just found is easier. Like, this is very intimidating to kind of want to put all of that. So if you take your finger and you push on kind of the ridge right here, you push down and it creates this little scoop, okay? That's what I call a little scoop. I'm making this really cute, you guys. So this little scoop you then insert, okay? Pops up, boom, collecting everything, and then when you're done, you're gonna pull on this little tab here, and then once it gets like a little bit ways out, I just pinch this and pull it all the way out. And then you clean it, you empty it, and you're good to go to either reinsert it or to kind of, be done for the month. So anyway, I've been using this for the past year. It's been a pretty positive experience for me, and I felt like I would pass it on. If it's something that you want to check out, they ship worldwide. This is $39.95, which as a one-off charge is so cheap compared to what I've spent personally on pads and tampons. And you're spending that every month. I mean, I'm spending at least half of that every month, and that adds up. And if you're aware of things like the pink tax, the fact that a lot of products like tampons and pads are taxed as luxury items, I just think it is smart economically for you to choose something that is reusable. It's also good for the environment. This is taking the place of thousands of tampons just for one person, And so I just think sustainability from the perspective of just being aware of what you're putting into your body, it works. I will link below so you can check it out if you want. If you guys have any experience with menstrual cups, please let me know below in the comments. Do they work for you? Do they not work for you? Are they something that you want to try? I like you very much. I will see you guys soon. Bye.